Folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Fort Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. This is something rare and special. A #1 versus #2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll run it here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second-down run. Just stonewall them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The Rebels trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Snags a quick throw. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christina, the spread out over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Always looking to throw. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They give it to the big fullback here. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff to the single back. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
19 on the play. First down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Oregon 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that completion. They'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. Legs still churning, won't go down. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. And the running back takes the handoff. Fights through the tackler.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. No press here. The defense backing away. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So after the momentum shifts, Kurt, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Almost set up with a PAT. And it's good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That time they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker. He's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run. But here, the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
He's swarmed by the defense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Wow, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. So they reach the end zone after a marathon run. How about the execution of that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays, they're fun to watch, but what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Lining up to try the extra point. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. He's moving out of the pocket. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long. He'll hand it off. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble.
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
And the Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. We'll try to run it with the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. What a wasted possession. In the second half of a tie game, you got the ball in the red zone. You're going in to score and take the lead, and you put the ball on the ground. And just like that, you flip the momentum to your opponent.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Toss play to the outside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Loses 5. Brings up third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Throws a bullet to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Because the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Rebels look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
And after 3, we're all tied up.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass this time. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Wade. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field.
Get set, get set. Scout show, scout show.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that? And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Rebels trying to cash in here in the red zone.
Let's go.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Off the play fake, looking to throw. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Come on, set.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Ready.
2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 19. Set to kick it off.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very 1st play of the last possession. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield.
1st down pass, complete to the tight end. Gain of 20. And that's a 1st down. For the
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
3:25. Go.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
touchdown, Oregon. Number 4, Hall today in the end zone.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Dump off caught by the running back. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further.
The score, Ole Miss 35, Oregon 27.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Not a long kickoff, fielded just inside the 25. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Rebels expecting just to run the clock out here in the final minute. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.